Welcome to Pegwarmers. I'm Kevin.
I'm Tony from Mac Movies.
And I'm Ryan.
We're here to talk about Men in Black toys.
Yes!
You guys fans of Men in Black?
I actually really like Men in Black, Kevin.
Yeah, me too, right?
I don't know what Men in Black is, but these toys look really cool.
Yeah. So the Men in Black toy line is actually the toy line that taught me the term actor likeness.
Okay.
I saw a thing on like one of those TV news programs like Good Morning America or something like that when this movie came out, and a guy was predicting what things were going to be hot, and he said that they didn't get actors likeness for the Men in Black toys. And so he thought that was going to hurt the toy line. And it was the first time I'd even heard that term, but I had definitely like grown up and going like, these toys don't look like the people in the movie, but these ones do.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that like kind of blew my mind. And he said the one thing that saves these is they all have the sunglasses on, so you really can't tell.
I was about to say, I'm like, it kind of looks like Will Smith. It kind of looks like Tommy Lee Jones.
The Will Smith one's definitely better than the Tommy Lee Jones, I think.
Yeah,
but
Tommy Lee Jones looks like the cartoon, kind of.
Yeah,
Like
it's funny, though, because I had the Independence Day figures, and that did look like Will Smith, or at least my memory of it is looked a lot like Will Smith. Yeah.
So this is by Galoob, and they were famous for making micro machines.
Yeah.
But I never put them in like a top tier toy category. Their stuff's always a little bit funny.
I'm going to be honest. As big as I was into Men in Black and stuff, I feel like I missed all of these toys.
Yeah, it's a little surprising you didn't have any of them.
I know. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I would have been the right age. I think I've seen the Bug somewhere, but for whatever reason, I just don't really have memories of any of these toys. I didn't have friends who owned them. And it makes a lot of sense that you would have a toy line for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very toyetic.
I assume it did well, but yeah, it's weird that I just don't have any. I have one toy, a neuralizer that you get at the theme park. I don't know where it is right now. I don't know if that'll pop up. But other than the one that you get at that theme park, that's the only Men in Black toy I ever had.
Okay.
But yeah, these are cool. I would have liked them. These were toys that I would have loved. This again, especially that Edgar Bug.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I did have some of these. I know what Men in Black is. I was just joking. No, I had a handful of these. Me and my brother. It was the everlasting battle of, like, I really want J. I think you should get K, buddy. And he's my younger brother. Yeah. I love you, buddy. But he would go, no, I kind of wanted to get, some random not good choice. And I think you should get. Why don't you get Edgar? I mean, if you get Edgar, then we can play Men in Black.
Yeah.
And it was always like, we go back, like, I'm going to get this. I think you should get the van. And so we ended up with a couple of these. Not all of them, but enough to have fun with them.
Nice.
So they all are very stylized. If you remember, like, 90s toys, they went from, standing straight like toy soldiers to action poses for everyone.
Yeah.
Right on the cusp of like people collecting toys, they went to this like pre-posed stance, and a lot of them come with some sort of a interactive base piece to give you kind of the like pack-in buddy, like something to fight.
Yeah, kind of like Ghostbusters had some of that stuff.
So this guy is known as Alien Ambush J versus the Tree Trunk Alien.
Oh, yes, the Tree Trunk Alien.
You remember that one from the movie, right?
Who doesn't love the Tree Trunk Alien?
I mean, if I was going to be an alien and disguise myself as something in New York City, I would pick a tree trunk.
A tree trunk,
absolutely.
Yes. You can really get around as a tree trunk.
Yeah, there's so many in New York.
He doesn't come with the cricket.
Which is wild. I don't know.
I mean, I guess at the end of the movie, he has a bigger gun anyway, but the cricket would be a fun accessory, I think.
I think so.
It might be too small.
Maybe.
Yeah, that would
hazard.
Be. Yeah, that might be the issue.
We probably did the math. Like, how many people are going to choke on this and sue us? Big gun it is.
So it looks like there's teeth hidden inside the tree trunk.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the Ghostbusters toys a little bit.
Yeah,
They're like, here's a thing and it has a mouth in it.
I like the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that mustache. Yeah, that mustache is great. Mustache is, he's got a really big upper lip and the mustache is like floating in the middle of it.
It's a John Waters action figure.
Portable Action J, Series 4 atomizer weapon, alien incisors, removable stand, press lever to reveal tree alien. You're right, he's got that permanent running stance.
Yeah, jacket's flipped up.
And then we've got Street Striker K with Manhole Alien. That fits in New York City.
Okay.
A little better, yeah.
All right. This one's got a nice blue, like, spray effect on him. I can't tell if it's supposed to be like a lighting effect or slime, but it's cool looking.
Yeah.
They got to try and jazz these up. They're selling
Yeah.
kids action figures of guys in suits, which
Yeah.
is
I'm
always
thinking
a
it's-
challenge.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's slime to match the blue alien.
Yeah, it does look like he just has blue pants on. It's a
Yeah,
little
but
bit-
when he's
sprays
connected
a
to the
little bit.
stand,
Yeah.
it
It
blends
It
in
makes
with the
sense
stand.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Without the stand, it's just like, wow, he dressed very extravagantly for work today.
Kay's got his jazz pants on.
Oh, he's kind of got the noisy cricket, but it's like infused with his hand.
Okay.
So you don't eat it. Let's see. Big Daddy shotgun.
Oh man,
Posable action K. Press lever to reveal manhole alien removable stand.
I like it.
Big Daddy shotgun. Jesus. And you're right. Yeah, that image and likeness is bad.
That doesn't really look
Yeah,
anything
no,
like
it
him.
looks
looks
awful.
nothing.
It could be Agent Smith from the Matrix at this point.
It really
basically.
could.
Yeah.
It really could. His head also looks like it's like squeezed.
Too
too
bad
much.
Galoob didn't get that franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. These would be fun to like put next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on a stand, have them face each other. That's cool.
I do remember playing with them, and it's like other toys. You, for whatever reason, they're always like that. So it was hard to be like, well, now they're standing and talking, and they're both like, "Rah!" It would
Yeah.
always be like, well, they're gonna run over here and talk.
I'm
We
also-
better go get the alien.
I'm also looking here. There's not really a lot of like aliens for them to fight. There are some,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, he's gonna fight the manhole again. Like you, this is
Yeah.
where you get like your other toys.
Yeah,
and
they're going to
Mine's
fight your Kenner
definitely-
aliens and all your other
Yeah.
things. Yep.
Yeah,
Mine definitely fought the Ghostbuster toys a lot.
That makes sense.
that would be a good one to match them
A
up
lot
with.
of those Kenner Ghostbuster monsters work as aliens.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
it's perfect.
Granny Gross and all the other stuff. You know.
Mailman and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should we jump to Edgar?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
This is kind of one of the crown jewels of this collection, I would say.
That's the one you want.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking. The K is pretty hilarious though. There's a slimy little
Yeah.
slug figure that you shove
He
inside
looks
him.
terrified.
He's got like a rubber belly, clear bug belly, engulfs K figure. Movable arms and legs. Move arm to close jaw. Okay, so his
Nice.
mouth is articulated in conjunction with the arm. That's a pretty cool figure though. It's pretty
It's
big.
very nice.
And you can tell this is from the 90s because I can't think of a world where they release a toy called Alien Terrorist. It says Alien
Oh,
Terrorist
jeez.
Edgar. I'm like, oh yeah, it was a different time back then, wasn't it?
It was a different time.
I'm looking at it now. I'm like, current brain. I'm like, they would never in a million years. Oh, that is. I don't know if I've actually seen this in person. Now that I think about it,
I only saw it one time at a garage sale, and it didn't have all the parts. And I was like,
yeah,
well, if it doesn't have K, then what's the point? Not gonna do it.
that is cool. But yeah, that's another one you can't really like play with too. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, K's just gonna get eaten again.
Yeah, I do like that the other figures are almost to scale. Like it's big. It's
Yeah.
not like the State Puff where it's like it's an inch or two
an inch
bigger
taller.
than
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah, it's close enough in
It's
scale.
close. Yeah, it's close enough.
It works.
To be menacing. Yeah.
Yeah, the big belly is funny because like
Yeah.
it really only doesn't really have that big of a belly in the movie.
No.
It just needs space to shove the K
Yeah.
in.
Stick GI Joes up there.
That is cool. It does look like the Edgar Bug. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
There's nothing weird. Maybe the color's a little different, but
It might be the most screen accurate toy in the whole line.
it really might be
yeah.
actually.
I guess he signed over his actor likeness rights.
Yeah, the Edgar Bug signed it over.
I know Vincent D'Onofrio definitely did.
Yeah, I'm skipping ahead here. Vincent D'Onofrio did not sign his likeness.
No.
So they definitely decided to do a lot of versions of the heroes, which is common,
Yeah.
right? Ever since
Makes sense.
Batman proved you can sell Batman in any color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is Slime Fightin' K with Edgar the Alien. So they did Edgar in multiple
Okay.
formats throughout this toy line. He's pretty much doused in slime. He's got like
Yeah.
translucent green.
Which looks like how he is at the end.
yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
And
It's like a
it
scene.
does make sense. I do like it.
Yeah.
The green
Oh,
color
so
looks
it's
great.
it's Edgar's giant mouth is
Yeah.
the stand. Okay, attacking alien Edgar, deatomizer weapon, posable action K, pool of bug goo, removable stand. So yeah, you just open up the stand and Edgar's mouth gets way bigger than it was in the actual movie.
Yeah.
And I guess Edgar is in the ground or something.
You gotta use your imagination, I guess, Tony.
And this, not to be confused with alien terrorist Edgar. This
Yeah,
is
right.
Edgar the alien. Very
Correct.
different. Very
Totally
different.
different. Absolutely.
Then we have Alien Attack Edgar.
Whoa, a third one?
'Cause, there's not a lot of characters in this movie. We gotta milk this a little bit.
None of Laurel, I'm noticing.
No.
Oh, wow, Laurel didn't make the cut.
Nobody buys girl action figures.
No, Frank the Pug?
Gross.
What? Oh, there was that. I actually think at the Men in Black store they might have stuffed Frank the Pugs.
They probably
Probably,
should have
yeah.
done a Frank,
Yeah.
like either at least as a pack-in with somebody.
Yeah.
So this one is very far off of the
He looks like a
movie
zombie.
design.
I'm
It's
noticing
a
the art.
zombie figure
It's
here,
gross and weird.
Which
Very
I get it. He was inside a corpse. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like a zombie.
He became
really?
more bloated as he went. He
Yeah.
didn't get like skinnier and bonier.
and this has like one reptilian foot and one human foot, and then the alien head, the Edgar Bug head, is actually poking out of the back of the zombie.
Oh, like it's like halfway. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little switch. You can flip it back and then press the button and it
Like,
pops
cool.
out.
So
Yeah,
it's
it
like
pops out.
there is that moment where he could like pull his stinger out and
Yeah.
sting the two guys. Yeah, the double barrel shotgun. It's not a Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be bigger than the Big Daddy. Hold on, let me see here. It's bigger than the Big Daddy.
Well, MIB's figured out how to miniaturize the
Yeah, of
double
course.
barreled shotgun for the Big Daddy.
yeah, and
They've
you
got
can play with him.
advanced
You can have
technology.
him. You could have him just lean forward and shoot an alien out of his back.
I do think it would be cooler if he
I'm running
had
out
like
of space
the,
over here.
the head flipper, like kind of like Mighty Morphin Power
Yeah.
Rangers kind of thing.
Yeah.
Go from bugged,
Yeah.
that's a cool feature. But unless he's like really leaning forward,
Yeah.
you can't really see it if he's standing upright.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah.
Next there.
This is my favorite. I never had the regular J, but I had this J.
You had Flame Blast and Jay
I just love the.
Whoa, he's flame blasting.
with the Scorcher alien.
I literally, when I was a kid, would take two toys and hold them up to my mom or whoever I was with, my grandmom, and be like, okay, so this one is Batman. He's got a grappling hook. This one is Batman. He has a set of wings. Which one do you think I should get? And they would go, I think you should get the one with the wings. I go, wrong. I think I might get the one with the grappling hook. And they go, okay, well, let's get it. I need to think about it for a minute. And I did the same thing with that. I'm like, he's got a suit. He's sprayed with the green stuff. Or this one, he's got a massive gun.
Yeah.
And he's got the cool
Oh,
purple.
you have it open over there?
yeah, I got at least one of him here.
Yeah.
That's him holding the
And he can
flamethrower.
kind of stand up, which was the selling point.
He
like,
can kind of stand up.
yeah.
Oh, they have skeleton remains on the ground.
Oh,
Ooh, that's dark.
That probably also sold me.
Press lever to reveal scorched alien. So you open up the lever and there's just an alien on fire, I guess, in there.
I mean, he almost just looks like a Ghostbuster action.
He
figure.
really is.
in a jumpsuit with.
Yeah.
a
Well, he
funny
kind of
looking-
looks like the cleanup crew that comes in the beginning of the first
That's
movie,
true.
where they
Maybe
had like
that's
this.
maybe that's
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
design came from.
Yeah,
Very
switch.
cool.
I didn't think about that.
Whoa, and he's got like the little walkie-talkie there. Yeah, you're right. He has the one posable leg. They really just made these to stand on those things.
Yeah, just peg him into the
Yeah.
bases and forget about it.
Uh-huh.
There he is. Flamethrower.
Welcome to Earth.
So there was a whole subline of bendable aliens to go along with this set, because when you're making quick, fast toys for movies,
Yeah.
nothing's better than a bendy figure.
Yeah.
There's a whole array of characters, mostly stuff that I think you see in the movie, like the worms and Mikey, the alien from the first scene,
Yeah.
the guy who's with the other type of illegal aliens. But I happen to get Roderick Jr. This is the baby that
Yeah.
Jay catches.
Nice choice.
Yeah, I think he's pretty fun. So he's got the bendy tentacles.
Congratulations. It's a squid.
He seems way too big.
Yeah, a little big.
He's
Again-
too big to play with the other characters.
Yeah, he's
honestly.
definitely one of these like Frank that should have just been a little pack-in with
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
They could have put Frank and him together.
Yeah.
Right.
Just make
Yeah.
a 2-pack.
Do you think this guy's in the movie at all? His name is Skulk.
Okay,
I
so
would say he must be somewhere.
we were talking earlier. It's
Yeah.
he's either somewhere in MIB headquarters, or when they show the pictures of like young K meeting
Yeah.
the aliens,
Yeah.
it's probably that he's one of them.
Because
But
he's got that gray alien type head, but he's wearing a spacesuit. I can't remember if there's
Yeah, I don't-
if
I
the
don't
ones in the
remember.
pictures were like
Yeah.
the naked gray aliens
like a
or
Dune alien.
spacesuit.
yeah.
yeah, he's getting the sand suits.
These are the only two bendy ones we have?
The only two bendy ones that I have, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the other ones we get are LB-17, which I don't remember.
Very memorable.
You know.
Yeah.
Bobo the Squat looks familiar. Mavis 12 and Mavis 13, they are
Of
in
course.
the movie.
You know, you got to have whatever 12 and 13, whatever you said.
A worm alien that's way too big.
Yeah.
And then we have Mikey, the first alien we see in the movie.
It's smart that they made them all the aliens. It's cheaper to produce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could just buy a bunch of cheap junk. And
Oh man, they've
blast
sold
them.
the weapons too.
did.
Damn.
I forgot to look them up if they sold all the weapons or if it's like, what was it, Demolition Man, which
Oh wait, hold on.
I've been collecting recently, and they don't. Some of the weapons on there they didn't
produce.
actually make, like the big blaster they didn't make.
I think those weapons, or at least the small ones, came in like a set together.
It is
Okay.
the alien from the thing. It has it here, the alien fact file.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
read the fact file.
All right.
A survivor of the famous Roswell crash in New
All
Mexico,
right.
Skulk and his crew asked for sanctuary to remain here. In exchange, they gave us the microprocessor, which helped fund the MiB in the early days. Skulk is friendly, but will fight fiercely to apprehend alien violators of the MiB treaty. Often disguised as a high school guidance counselor, Skulk uses cognitive multitasking and analytical thinking. He also likes big hats.
Okay.
All right.
Big hats.
Also, did we forget to talk about? You got another J here.
We're getting to him next.
Oh, okay,
Here we
okay.
go. So that J came from this.
Oh, I didn't see the
Deluxe
box.
set here.
Whoa.
This is J battles Alien, body slam and J versus Alien Perp.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
So he body slams, and by that I mean he could just open his arms and wag his arms like a
Just
chicken.
like some wrestler toys.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely seems like a recycled gimmick.
I like the scream. His mustache gets thinner on each toy, but I like the scream. The ah!
Like DDP's action figure, you squeeze his legs, you go. "Meow, meow."
The alien in here seems pretty nondescript, but he's like a
Yeah.
bald guy, and when you he holds. Okay, so that J's hands hold the alien Perp's arms, and when his arms go out, it like
I
rips
see.
the
Rips
alien
him
in
in
half
half?
to see another alien inside.
Got you.
That's
Same thing happens when
fun.
people hold both of my hands.
You
get
just
ripped
rip
in
your
half.
head off.
Yeah.
My alien head.
The other deluxe figure we have over here, we got Jeebs.
Yeah, this one. This one's confusing.
just is not very exciting.
No.
Do you want a torso of a guy sitting behind a desk, little Jimmy?
Yeah.
Grandma Betty, I think I'll pick a different toy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this seemed like a no-brainer. Can I see that?
Yeah.
Hold on. This seemed like a no-brainer. You just
Yeah.
make Jeebs and have his head come off.
Yeah.
With like a flippy head,
Uh-huh.
like the Power Rangers,
Yeah.
like you said. Instead, we got press the button to regenerate head, which I guess, okay, yeah, his head regenerates, it flips. I don't
Yeah.
think you needed the desk and everything for that, though.
Even if
And
you
the big
got like just
newspaper
a,
in front of
just
him?
a desk,
Yeah, racing sheet.
and you had a
That's what he-
figure that came out and
Yeah.
the desk. You could have a spot for all your weapons. That would be cool.
Right.
Head rotates to grow another and another. You have 3 heads all together.
Ooh.
It's nice.
And figure holds a removable alien weapon, so you can flip over the desk. That
Three-
seems to
three
be why it's
heads,
so big. And it comes with a 1997 calendar.
Ooh. The 3 heads definitely makes up for being an absolute brick of an action figure.
It is.
That doesn't do anything.
He's
useful.
standing in front of a like. I know he had this stuff in.
It
the
would make
scene.
more sense for this to be a newsstand with Frank
Yeah.
than for Jeebs to be glued to
That
a,
really
yeah,
would
to a
make
base.
more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks nothing like Tony Shalhoub.
No, he looks like Richard Nixon.
Our failed president line of toys. Can
Yeah.
we repurpose it as Men in Black? Yeah, there's one guy.
So there's one carded figure we're missing. I'm trying to get the technical name here. It's just Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey's missing.
Just Mikey.
So he has the head on a stick
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a gun. Does he have a gun in the movie, Mikey?
I don't remember.
He just runs.
I don't
right?
know. I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
him having a gun.
They got to
He
give
just
him a
had the
gun
stick.
because kids want a
Yeah.
fighter toy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess besides the deluxe Edgar monster, the other centerpiece of the collection, which I think is a little bit of a letdown, is the Zap'em van.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pat. I know you didn't want this.
I just bought
got
this. If you not too long ago at the Raiders of the Lost Toy Show,
Yeah.
I picked
Okay.
this up just for this episode. Ryan has it in the box.
Yeah.
But I wanted one that we could open up because I thought for sure this was going to be fantastic. I
It looks cool.
really thought this was going to be good.
By the way,
It,
another weird choice. They went with Edgar's van and not the transforming Men in Black car.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a big miss.
That is unless you were going to make both.
right.
If you had to choose, go with the Men in Black car. Do not
you
go
have
with.
so many Men in Black action figures. Why not put them in a car?
You have one Edgar figure. Does Edgar come with this? Is there an Edgar in that car?
Well,
It's
there's
good that you asked.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
I'll hand this off to you.
so it's a big green van with an ant on the top, right?
Yeah.
We remember that
Yeah.
part.
Makes sense.
course.
And I love
I
the
remember
UFO. That was my favorite bit in the movie where he shoved the UFO in the car and it didn't quite fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's ripped open and you can pull the UFO out.
Nice.
Hold that for 1 second.
No problem.
His spaceship is like a little makeup compact.
Oh, we get to see what's in the spaceship.
Oh, it's Edgar.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! That's actually cool.
So you can, if you don't have Edgar on a base, or you don't have the Edgar action figure, or the other Edgar action figure, you can
Yeah.
get this one.
Perfect.
And when you shove this in here, he jump scares you coming out of the front windshield.
What?
Yeah.
And
he
it's the
looks-
weird zombie version, just like the action
He
figure.
looks even more like a zombie there than he does. And he still has a shotgun.
Yeah, he's go.
So that's it? Like, I
That's
would have the UFO shoot out the back.
I thought it would.
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah.
would do something really cool. And even this like back opening thing doesn't work great. It just kind of
Yeah.
They didn't think it all the way through. They got to go back to
No,
the drawing
this-
board.
this-
They're almost there.
This seems like Galoob was fighting for a franchise and they got whatever they got and it was
Yeah.
last minute. And they were like,
Yeah.
just a vehicle, a van. I like the color green. Do the van.
it's got a bug on it. Kids will like it.
Yeah.
Kids love bugs.
I would have liked it when I was a kid, but I would have preferred the Men in Black car.
The fact that you can't put anybody in it really makes it suffer, I think.
Yeah.
It should have come with an action figure you could take
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember playing with it, and I think it would be the setup. Like, oh, here comes Edgar, and he'd crash, and then it'd be out, and then we would just toss it to the side and
Yeah.
just blast each other with,
out. Yeah, it just is a little
Here,
disappointing.
can I see Edgar?
Yes.
I wanted to see the Edgar alien.
Watch out, it's scary.
yeah.
You just push down on the space shuttle.
Yeah. Ah!
And the like muddy windshield makes it hard to see him.
Yeah.
Does this just pop up or?
It you kind of pull out and up a little bit. It's
Yeah, it's
a
a
little
weird
awkward.
one. You were trying to figure out how to get that open without breaking
It
it.
feels like you're gonna break
Yeah.
it. I wanted to get a look at the UFO.
It is pretty
It does
cool.
look like the UFO.
It's like so close, and then misses the mark still.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Just Edgar like,
He's so
"Hi!
small, little baby.
What's up?
So I like that everybody came with somebody to fight, but I
Yeah.
think that another thing that could have made this line better is if the key characters came with a pack-in buddy to not necessarily fight.
Yeah.
They should have had the cat,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They
Oh,
shoulda had
Ryan.
Frank.
Yeah.
maybe the worms. Like they should have had the little guys also, so they came with like
Kinda
an alien
like
and
Waterworld.
Yeah, Waterworld.
Do a
World.
and a little friend.
side character.
I think that would have like helped.
Men in Black could have
Yeah.
learned a lot from Waterworld. I think we all
Yeah.
agree with
If
that.
you haven't seen the Waterworld episode, you got to check it out. It's a masterpiece of toy engineering.
It is beautiful. Some of the sculptures. I mean, like I like these. I love the coats, the action like poses.
Yeah.
Waterworld had gorgeous sculptures. Like
Yes.
I couldn't believe the detail on those things.
Yeah.
And if these had like a little bit more detail,
Mm.
like I don't know if you I don't know what you would do, but I would change it it's just a little bit.
This is
Off.
so cartoony.
Yeah.
Like, so comical.
And I know
man.
this cartoon was out at the time when these toys came out, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
But this is
Are there any cartoon toys?
Not that I know of.
I think this is it. I think it was just a multi. They rushed the cartoon out and then just much like the movie and the
What new
cartoon
toys?
and everything.
Yeah.
I
Well,
did.
I can see there's a toy from a later movie.
I did bring one other toy with me, and this is from Men in Black 3. I don't know whether you guys would know why I happen to own this one, but anybody that knows I'm a huge G.I. Joe fan might
Okay.
have a little bit of a clue.
Okay.
This is Mr. Wu. He is the weird alien from the Chinese restaurant in Men in
Okay.
Black 3. And he's played by Keone Young, who is the voice of Storm Shadow in the G.I. Joe
Oh.
cartoon show.
That
Okay.
So
makes
I
sense.
needed
Yeah.
a Keone Young action
Yeah.
So
figure.
you just bought it because he voices.
He was literally like $1 at Toys R Us when they were closing. All the Men in Black 3 stuff was on clearance, and I grabbed Keone Young.
You're like,
Man.
you got it. I got Mr. Woo.
Yeah.
What does he do? Does something shoot out of him?
His arms move. I can see that.
Yeah, he he's articulated at the waist and the arms, and his head moves. All of the guys came with some sort of little ring that unfolded into a gizmo, not necessarily from the toy.
Yeah.
But you could wear it as a ring, and then it could be a device. So
Got
it's
you.
just some sort of like jetpack thing for him.
Yeah.
It's really silly. But
I think he owns that toy.
I would.
I probably
He gave him his image and likeness.
It looks good. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like him, and he's pretty hip. He's like into the Comic-Con stuff, so he might have one somewhere.
That's funny.
Yeah, if I had a time machine, some people go back and, I don't know, take out political figures. I would go back to KB Toys and Toys R Us when they were closing and get all of this junk for so cheap. Most of it.
That's what you would do in time travel,
Well,
not warn anyone about anything.
At least that's what I would do first.
This show is called Pegwarmers, and this van was definitely one.
Yeah.
Retailed for $24.99. Markdown KB $5.99.
Oof, they wanted to get rid of it.
$5 for the van.
If I saw that as a kid, I would have gotten it.
What's funny is a lot of these toys, $6, whatever. A lot of these toys, I bought them now for the price that's on the sticker, like $5, $3, whatever it is, and I don't regret it.
But yeah, it seemed like a fun line. I don't know how I missed it in 1997. I just don't have any memories of seeing these.
You must not have gone to the Plymouth Meeting Mall and.
I guess I didn't, but I
To
was
KB
going to stores
Toys.
and stuff.
I
What
got-
else was 97? Was that Lost World Jurassic Park?
Yeah,
Maybe.
That
yeah.
might have been the toy line that
were too
dominated
busy.
that year. Yeah, that might have been the one.
Well, thanks for coming on to talk about Men in Black
course.
toys. Thanks for bringing so many of the toys from the line.
Yeah, this is great.
check 'em out.
It's wonderful to finally pull them all out of the boxes. And
Yeah.
Look
So
at them.
3 got a toy line. Did 2 get a toy line?
Not that I know of. I think
Wow.
2 got Happy Meal or Burger King promotion.
okay.
Yeah, I think
One
so.
1 and 2, or the cartoon and 2 got like Happy Meal tie-in type thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then nothing for international.
Nothing for international that I know of.
It's just a shame. It's
I'm
such a
looking
good
it up.
movie.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm going to see if there's a
It's
pawnee.
such pawnee.
A good movie. I can't believe they
I'm going,
wouldn't.
here we go. Google shopping.
They'd be guaranteed Pegwarmers.
Google shopping. I'm gonna go Pawnee. You know what I did see at a thrift store? All right, Pawnee Funko Pop. There's a
Why?
Weta
I mean,
figure.
any movie,
they can
every
make
movie
any-
Wait,
got a
wait,
Funko
wait.
Pop.
There's a Weta figure of Chris Hemsworth's character.
Really?
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything else though.
No Molly?
There's a Ryan. I'm gonna get you this shirt. There's a shirt you could buy that makes it look like pawnees in your pocket.
Oh, that would be really cute. for
How
Ryan.
wonderful.
But no, you know what I saw the other day? I think it was from Transformers: The Last Night. Squeaks the scooter that they
Okay.
tried to make. Michael
Yeah.
Bay trying to do BB-8. I remember when that movie came out. I want to say a month after it came out, the clearance aisle was nothing but Squeaks. And then I went to the thrift store recently. I saw like 3 of them. Like, man, they really. That thing is barely in the movie, by the way. I don't know
Yeah.
why they thought they were going to sell so many.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, it looks
ridiculous.
like they only made a Pawnee Funko Pop. I'm sorry.
That's a shame. He was really a merchandising opportunity missed
Yeah.
there. You know, he
Well,
could
I'm
have been
sure a
Baby
lot
Yoda.
of people wear that shirt
I'm
with him in the
sure.
pocket.
I would assume they sent that movie to whoever chooses. And they went, not that franchise. Nah, not that franchise. I worked at Galoob back in the day, and that was garbage.
What are you up to these days, Ryan?
Just making monster toys and monster magazines and, whatever. Whatever stuff. Just check me out on Monster FX, Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, wherever.
Tony, what's going on with you?
Still doing the podcast, doing some smaller videos.
I
too,
can't
here.
believe he's still doing the podcast.
It's ridiculous.
Totally kidding.
This year, you know how last year we were going all in on X-Men?
Yes.
This year we're doing a lot of the Superman
okay.
sequels, and
They're fun.
We've been doing a lot of the Final Destination sequels
Okay.
because part 6 is coming out.
Hmm.
So yeah, we've been going into that series, and I also been doing the trying to cover a lot of the Mission Impossibles before Final Reckoning comes out.
Do you think that'll be the final film in that series?
It should be his final film.
then
Seeing
they'll milk it a little
Mission
further.
Impossible is in the same continuity as the 60s show. So you could keep doing them just with
Yeah.
a new team. It's just Tom Cruise made a pact with a wizard or something, and he stayed youthful way longer than he should have. But now it's finally caught up with him, so I think they're ready for like a younger lead.
He
Yeah.
can't keep running really fast
But,
in every
yeah.
movie.
It's really starting to show this should be his last one.
Okay.
I hope so.
But yeah. So we're covering a lot of those, and then just stuff on Patreon. Shit.
Awesome.
All right.
Yep. Maybe we'll do another episode. I don't know what film series we should talk about. In
I
the
mean,
future.
No,
we should probably
idea.
get together again someday.
Yeah, we should. We should.
Someday very soon.
Thanks for hanging on the peg with us, guys.
That was really fun, guys. Do you want to like, I don't know, talk about the toys again, maybe?
I mean, we just did.
Do it over?
But we could start from the beginning. Like, let's do it twice, just for safety, just in case.
I think it went okay.
No, I think it's fine. I think we said everything we needed to say.
I really think we should just try it again, just this once. I mean,
What?
you look right here real quick.
What's that?
What?